Hey YouTube, this is Cheese Factory, and this is Mermails, the one and only. So broken, so insanely broken, just like all four of the meta decks. But anyway, this is the deck profile, and I might talk a bit about them and why they're so good. Oh god, it's insane. Disclaimer, this is post Tachyon Galaxy deck. You can't run this deck right now because some of the stuff in it hasn't been released. And this is TCG only because I'm running exclusives in here. But I don't believe I'm running any OCG exclusives, so safe. Monsters. Double Pike, double Teus, triple Megalo, double one lead, double Lind, and double Gun. That's it for the Mermails. The Pikes, it's something that can trigger heavy infantry or dragoons or whatever, as well as being able to trigger Gun, which is really important, and it can search Gun. But really importantly, it can make Abyss Dweller, which is so important right now, because Abyss Dweller is just insanely good, especially in this deck, because it makes like Diva plays insane. All your monsters just get huge and insane. Double Teus, not 3, because I think with Title you don't need 3, and Megalo is better, because one of the things I like about Megalo is, say you open Teus, Megalo, Gund. You could say summon Megalo by discarding Teus and Gund. Gund effect summons Teus, and there's your Gaios right there. It's pretty good. Because Megalo, I guess I'm going to go ahead and read the effects. So for Abyss Pike, if it's ever normal or special summon, you can discard a water monster to the grave. In order to add a level 3 water monster to your hand, you can only use this effect once per turn, which is the same with almost all of the Mermails. They're mostly once per turn. So it searches the level 3 water monster. Any level 3 water monster, and it triggers your discard stuff. Abysstius is discard 1 water monster to special summon it, triggers a Lenian. And you can add a level 4 lower Mermail. So you can search Pike, you can search Gund, you can search Lind. It's pretty good. But really importantly, it's a very easy to summon level 7. Abyss Megalo, I'm sure everyone knows. Summoned by discarding 2 waters. When you do so, you can search an Abyss spell or trap, and you contribute another water monster, specifically attack position, to allow Megalo to attack twice. Pretty insane, because that's 4,800 right there if you haven't buffed him at all, which I'll get into later. But basically, Megalo is like GG if it attacks you a lot. And then the really important thing, as I said, is you can summon Megalo by discarding Gund plus lead or something in order to get a second level 7 out with that. So that's why I think Megalo is better in this deck. Also because you have so much discard fodder, you're not going to run out. The one lead is just for Gund and Lind. I don't know if I should run it, and I'm thinking about taking it out for maybe another Title or another Teus, but I do like it. I mean, you're rarely going to ever summon it by its own effect, but once you get it on the field, hand control with this deck is really good. Double Lind, oh, also for him, he's summoned by discarding 3, which is why you never summon him with his effect. But his effect is you contribute an attack position Mermail to discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand, which is so good. And then Abyss Lind is if this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the grave, special summon 1 Mermail from your deck. You can only use this effect once per turn. So sometimes you'll do it to get into lead or something, but frequently you'll use it to get into Pike, just when a special summon you can discard. Like say your opponent combos off, attacks, kills Lind, you can... Say they like Synchro Scrap Dragon to destroy your set monster. That triggers Lind. Lind summons a Pike, you could like discard a heavy infantry, destroy a Scrap Dragon, you know, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Gund is insane. If this card is discarded, you can special summon a Mermail in your graveyard once per turn. So good. Double infantry. I'm running 8 Lenians. I don't think I would run 3 marksmen, except that it's so good with Diva. You don't normally run more than 1 infantry in this non-Gen X version, but you always can discard. There's so many outlets to discard, and it's nice to have a way to get rid of Ovions and stuff. And then, of course, you have 3 of each of these. The double title, yeah. Elemental Dragons basically screw the game up. You can ban... all the Elemental Dragons have 3 effects. You can only And each turn you choose one of those effects, and you can use it once this turn, and you can't use the other ones. And they all have one summon effect. One effect they can activate if discarded with another water monster, or with another monster of the respective attribute. And what's the third effect? Can't even remember right now. Wow. Oh, right, I forgot. If it's ever banished, you can search a water dragon. Or a respective type dragon, in this case water. So Tidal's good because it's really easy to summon in level 7. And you can discard it with another water monster to mill a water monster. So you can like discard it with Gund, mill Megalo, effect Gund, special Megalo. So that's pretty cool. It can trigger Lilanians and stuff. I'm running 2, I might go up to 3, I don't know yet. 1 Stream I'm running, which says you can discard one other dragon or water monster just to special summon a Tidal. Discard and one other. Special summon one Tidal from your deck. Stream I really like because it has really big stats, so it can wall, and then it can make Dweller, but more importantly, it can trigger Gund or Lanians in order to summon Tidal, which is like 2 for 1. 1 Fishborg Archer. I'm undecided on this card. Basically, if I control no monsters, I can discard a water monster to special summon it from my grave. But if I do, then all my monsters that aren't water type die in my battle phase. But that's pretty easy to control. It's good because it's a easy way into like Leviathan Dragon or stuff like that. And it triggers Atlanteans. And it gives you synchro options. But I don't know if it's really worth running. I might switch to Mullen Glacier. Triple Diva is pretty much mandatory in this deck. It's so good. Triple Effect Veiler. This is new for the format. I mean, it's new in this format. We weren't doing this in the last format, but now you have to, because you have to have turn 1 answers, and this is the turn 1 answer of the game. So you have to run Effect Veilers, and it's really good because with all the level 7 spam the meta can do, Effect Veiler becomes this really good synchro option. So Veiler's really good. Spells, I'm running 1 Salvage, 1 Avarice, 1 Heavy, 1 Reborn, and 1 Aviscal of the Mizuchi. Not running Darkhold just because it's really bad right now. I mean, it's actually not that good of a card. The decks just don't care at all. It's just whatever. Anything you do kill comes back, and more often than not, you just won't kill anything. Avarice is of course amazing. Heavy is of course amazing. Reborn. Salvage is great. Diva is an instant salvage, and you know, can get you back your guns and stuff. Aviscal of Mizuchi is insane. Equip only to a Mermail monster. Gains 800 attack. When a spell effect that was activated on your opponent's side of the field resolves, so say he MSTs and you have no response. After MST resolves, Mizuchi activates. Negate that spell's effect, then send this card to the graveyard. So it can negate a Reborn, negate a Heavy, negates the first spell your opponent activates is effectively negated by Mizuchi. So it's pretty broken. Triple Sphere. I don't know, this card's really good, but maybe it should be at 2. I'm not sure yet. It's insane, though. 1 Abyss Squall. This card's instant Abyss so, you know. And actually, because you can also do, like, summon 3 level 7s and then drop Tidal, you could go, like, Abyss Phantom Beastcraft or something. 1 Aoi. Aoi. I don't know. Anyway. This card's good with Fishborg Archer. It's, like, free tribute fodder. And you can do it with Diva and stuff like that. But it's really good right now because of turn 1 spellbooks. You can flip this on their first turn and kill their Judgment Day or something. And it can just kill anything. It's really good. I'm only main decking 1, which I don't really like. I really want Mullen Glacier. I really want a second Aoi, maybe even a third. I might take out Squall, Archer, and Sphere. I don't know. It's kind of hard right now, but Aoi is really good in this format. It's not Aoi, it's Aoi. It's kind of hard to pronounce. So I'm siding a second Aoi, double Mind Crush, double Iron Wall, double Debunk, triple MST, triple Draw and Lock, and double Maxi. These are for the Mirror and for Prophecies. Potentially for Elemental Dragons. The Iron Walls are for Dragons. and Prophecies. The demugs are for Prophecies and Elemental Dragons. MSTs are for Eve Storm, Draw Unlocks for Prophecies, and Max Cs for the Mirror and for Elemental Dragons. X-Rec, I'm running double Biscayos because it's just so good and so easy to spam. Big Eye, Dragosac, Dweller, Leviathan, Armor Kappa. I'm just mentioning, the reason I'm running Leviathan and not other Link 3s is because it can trigger Marksman, which is really good. Armor Kappa is really good because it can trigger Heavy Infantry. Digesto Phoenix is just Beatstick. And then for Synchro's Armory, if you get this thing on Megalo with Abyss Scale the Mizuchi, that gets Megalo up to 4200 with 2 attacks, and it's like a BLS OTK right there. Cataster, Duloran, Gungnir? I don't know. Stardust, Crimson Blader, and 1 Mistworm. I don't know if I like Mistworm, but keeping it for now. Crimson Blader is really good, of course, because it kills the whole format. And Stardust, just Stardust. And it's so easy to synchro because Valor and all these level 7s you can spam. So anyway, that's my Mermail deck. I'm gonna do some uploads with it. I have some cool duels recorded, and then I'm gonna try to find some more. So that's all, and this is Cheese Factory signing out.